I haven't even planned out what I'm gonna say. I just hit the record button. I have no clue what I'm gonna say. What's up, dudes? My name's Avery. You can call me Mochi, and October 13th, the first LARP that I'm ever attending, is getting here way quicker than I could have possibly imagined. And that means I need some weapons to bash some heads with. So I built my character, I decided what kind of weapons I wanted to have, and I started searching the internet for tutorials on how to make this in Boffer. And it turns out there are no tutorials, or YouTube videos at least, on the internet about how to make a Boffer hammer. So guess what I did? I made one! Oh, these don't go over my shoulder like I thought I would. And now I'm gonna show you how to make them too, so let's get started. So here's what you're gonna need to make your very own Boffer hammer. A camp mat. This is the Ozark Trail camping pad that I got for like $6 or $7 at Walmart. It's great. Some like open cell foam, I think is what this called. Yeah, some foam that's not as hard as this foam, you know what I mean? An X-Acto knife to cut said foam. Spray adhesive to stick said foam together. Duct tape so that your weapon will look cool and stay together. Markers to mark where you cut things. A pool noodle. Tell you what, you'd think dividing my time between 3 different beach towns, it wouldn't be as hard as it was to find a pool noodle. And finally, oh loud, not nearly this much PVC pipe. Mine is 3/4 inch. So using this method, you can make your hammers any size you want, but mine are going to be 2 feet each. So I have a mark at the 24-inch mark, and if I can find it, a mark at the 48-inch mark. And now I'm going to cut my PVC. So after you've cut your pipe to the length you want it to be, you're gonna take your camp foam, you're gonna unroll it and cut out whatever shape you want. In our case, that's just gonna be a square. So my PVC pipe is 2 feet right now, so what I'm gonna do is my little rectangle is going to be 6 by 6 by 12 inches. You can make that larger or smaller to suit your tastes and the size of your hammer, as you wish. So keep in mind when you're cutting this camp foam out that eventually this open cell foam is gonna be going on top of it, so in our thing we have to account for the size of the other thing. Do you get the things I'm saying? So this solid line right here is a 6 by 12 square. And what I did is I like the height of it, but I wanted it to have more of a square shape, so I accounted for the open cell foam on this side, but not this side. So it's really going to be more of a 6 by 10 rectangle for me. So you've measured your square, you've cut your thing out, and now what you're going to do is, cut 3 more. And then we're going to start putting it on the pipe by placing it right in the middle and slightly under the top and drawing lines where that pipe goes. So if you can see here, I've drawn out where the pipe goes, and now I'm going to cut that shape out on 2 of these. So now we're gonna move on to some spray adhesive stuff, but before you do that, I do have to warn you that please make sure you put something down over where your workspace is and cover up any holes that it may have. And also keep anything that you don't want stuck away. So we're gonna start with one of the pieces that doesn't have the thing cut out of the middle. We're gonna spray it and wait till that spray gets tacky. And then you're gonna follow that up with the 2 pieces that do have the hole. So right now you have 3 stacked on top of each other. 2 of them have holes in the middle, 1 of them does not. So once you're done with that, what you're gonna do is you see this hole in the middle? We're gonna spray that hole. We're gonna spray the pipe. We're gonna leave it for about a minute till it gets tacky, and then we're gonna stick the pipe into the hole, so now we have a thing that we can, you see what I'm doing? You see that? It's a hammer. And at this point, you can start to see a little bit what your hammer will look like. After that, we're just gonna stick these last 2 pieces together. And after you're done with that, you just keep adding camp foam until it's the thickness you want. Mine is a little under 2 inches right now, so I'm probably gonna add 3 more on each side, I'm thinking. Something like that. I'll let you know. So I finished putting all the foam on the hammer. It's originally supposed to have 4 layers of tape. No, not tape. What am I saying? It's originally supposed to have 4 layers of foam. I have 8. So there we go. Now I have to watch the YouTube video and figure out what step to do next. Okay, I figured it out. Now I gotta put this bedding on the outside so that when I hit people with it, they don't shriek in pain and cause me to get a hold or anything. I don't want to do that. So since the foam that I bought is kind of bumpy, as you can see, I tried to make sure that the bumps lined up so it's got that kind of pocket of air. So when you hit somebody with it, it doesn't like immediately, it gives it more room to compress. Does that make sense? I feel like it makes sense. So this is the final head. Well, not final, but you know what I mean. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this pool noodle here and I'm going to measure out my grip. So the great thing about this 3/4 inch PVC pipe is that now this pool noodle just slides right in. And yeah, it takes a little bit of work, but... Oh, jeez, it's getting stuck on the adhesive. Dang it. So now after we've got all this loveliness together, it's time to start taping. Alright, so I have taped up my hammer, and I would say it looks fairly good. I like this hammer a lot. Hang on. That's fine. And that, my friends, is how you make Boffer hammers. I had a lot of fun doing this project. I learned a lot. So let me introduce you. This is Torden. That's the Norse word for thunder. And this is Lynn. That's the Norse word for lightning. They're gonna kick butt and take names on this battlefield at Vanguard. That is, if I ever figure out what I'm doing with them. Because I still don't know how to use these things, and it's in like a week. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. If you liked this video, leave a like or a comment under the little screen here. There's also a subscribe button. I think it's here. Pretty sure it's on this side of the screen. You should hit that if you want to see videos where I use these and more videos about Vanguard, and I mean, I'm going to Beakeline, so there's videos about that. You should watch those. Okay, so like, subscribe, watch more videos. I think that covers it. Yeah, that sounds good. This is Mochi saying that I have no snappy slogan for the end of my video. Avec toi, bros, which I guess that counts as a snappy slogan. Avec toi counts as a snappy slogan.